what's that supposed to mean? If I had the chance, then I'd crash and burn. Kick back, wait for the dopamine. I do my best, but I never learn. Good God, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good God, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Keep calm, what's that supposed to mean? If I had the chance, then I'd crash and burn. Kick back, wait for the dopamine. I do my best, but I never learn. Good God, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good God, what was the point in all the trouble? If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. Good luck, there's never enough left in the bottle. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down. If I had any more doubts, I'd take you down.
Hi Minnie, hi Minnie, hi Minnie, hi Minnie, where are you Minnie?
yeah,
Hi Minnie, hi Minnie, hi Minnie, hi Minnie. Minnie, where are you Minnie? Hi Minnie, hi Minnie.
Where is he?
Oh,
Where
he's
is he?
here. He's here. Yeah, and you know what else is here? It's gonna be our next match for week 2. It's been a pretty long week 2. We've seen a bunch of different teams play, and now we're going to have Calm and Collected versus Cheesy Apple Balls, and I feel like this one, it's a pretty good rivalry, Minnie. I've been looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I mean, look at the other teams. I mean, you have Dezzo versus Bamboo in this case. I mean, both mechanical geniuses here, and then you have
Oh, yeah.
Toucan versus Anna. Very positional players, like to go, like, you know, try to do the best around the field, move around, not do anything too special, but get the job done. And then Arby and Tipsy, the duo. We were kind of thinking of putting these two on a team, but we realized duoship might be too strong, so we had to separate them, break them apart, and now here it is. Now they're going against each other, and I see a couple of Tipsies and Arby's friends in the chat rooting for. Looks like Tipsy
That's what's
because
up.
Arby's not liked. Unlucky.
Oh, I'm an
Truly
RB fan.
unfortunate,
I'm an
man.
RB fan. You know, like
I
me personally,
agree.
I'd be rooting for RB. Like me personally, all my channel points going on Cheesy Apple Balls right now. That's just me though. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, you guys can go and get your channel points still, and that prediction just went up. So get in while you still can. That match is going to be starting at around in about a minute. So that gives us a little bit chance to make some predictions on the desk too. Calm and Collected been performing pretty well, sitting nice and pretty 2-2 apiece. And then on the other side, we've got Cheesy Apple Balls. If you take a look at the leaderboard, they're sitting 1-0 right now. Haven't had a chance to play too many matches. But overall, it should be a pretty equal game. I think I've got Calm and Collected in 5 overall. How about you, Mini?
I think GG Appleballs have been warming up, but I feel like the peak that Calm and Collected have might be higher than Cheesy Appleballs. But then again, we were completely shut down last time, you know, when we thought what but then again, Cheesy Appleballs did win against a Balls Deep Gear Net that have lost form since the first win. So we don't know how well, so I'm just gonna go based on what I already know and also have Calm and Collected.
Fair enough, fair enough. I did have an opportunity to play against Cheesy Apple Balls really recently. Actually, an hour ago, I had an opportunity to play against them. And they were playing pretty well. I mean, today's a really good day for... Wait, they're starting? I didn't even tell them to start. What the heck? Okay,
God, I hate you,
we go. Chat, I was not ready for this. The overlay is completely not ready yet. But I'll get it updated as we get going. Alright, fair enough.
Well, while Lacey is doing that, game 1 of this banger series, I hope it's a banger one. So we have starting off with the offensive side of Dezo, trying to take it to the air, and Bamboo instantly on top of it. He might have a chance to 10 this one across the net. Yes, he does for Anna, but Tipsy in position for the save. Demo coming out from Dezo on RB, relieves some of the pressures. Bamboo tries to set it, but he has no boost, no teammates around him either. Dezo gets it around Anna, trying to get around RB, but immediately cleared away. As first minute so far, back and forth offense. No, nothing too exciting just yet, Waze.
Yeah, we know it's going to be pretty back and forth in the first minute or so as both teams start to feel each other out. It's Toucan taking to the skies here, not too much boost. Anna is quicker. Tipsy here to the corner. Anna might take a chance to loop back around, look for a cut, instead gets demoed in the process. Which is odd because in the time that I've been screaming against Cheesy Apple Balls, they've been the one doing the demos. Bamboo in particular has been on a demo streak recently, but this time around, it's Desolation. Not Desolation, it's Tipsy finding their way towards the first.
Yeah, Tipsy just recognizing that Anna has only one area to clear that ball and he's already in position for it. It's Tipsy. Strikes first for Calm and Collected, Cheesy Apple Balls. Looking to get a response here off the kickoff. RB trying to put this one on target, but it's just off the wall. Toucan now trying to get the clear. He gets it around Bamboo, but not much afterwards. Tipsy sending it to the side of RB. Duo, it looks like they're still passing to each other despite them being on different teams this time around. It's Toucan with the follow-up, but it hits the back wall. Where's the third man? Cleared away from Anna. Might see a counterattack from Cheesy Apple Balls, but RB hits to the blue corner.
And now you can see Cheesy Apple Balls is struggling to get some boost here. They've got a total of 15 boost right now. They're barely able to keep this offensive streak alive, but eventually Calm and Collected finding the clear. It's going to be Tipsy. Another flick. Anna. Pretty routine save for her, but still Calm and Collected come bearing down from the corner. It's going to be Deso. Uses all of his boost just to get to that challenge, and a lot of resources being used on the side of Calm and Collected. Nothing to show for it on this offensive drive, as they're going to have to let it go.
See RB with the follow from the ceiling and puts one in on top of Tipsy as well. What a better script to tie this one up, we see.
Yeah, you can see all three players getting involved on the side of Cheesy Apple Balls there, and it's RB finally puts the dagger into the back of Calm and Collected as both teams equalize. 3 minutes on the clock means this could still go either way. Bamboo takes the skies early but comes up empty. He's going to be a bit slow on the rotation back. That's going to force Anna to go early from the corner. Little bit of space. She takes up to the skies again. RB's in the corner as well, but nothing comes out of it. Now Bamboo finds himself in a 1v1, but RB, a great cut in the midfield, relieves a lot of pressure on the side of Cheesy Apple Balls.
See Anna takes to the skies once more, but Tipsy just on the ground waiting for the ball to sit on his lap. Bamboo leaves it for RB, gets beaten by Desolation though. This might be a chance for Calm and Collected to get this one around.
No.
Anna with the big whip, but Desolation was not ready for it. Call it calculated if you will. Toucan now trying to apply more pressure, but no follow-up, no turn from his teammates, and that offensive drive from Calm and Collected is immediately dead.
Yeah, a little bit slower, especially on either end of the offense pitch. That's a big clear. Anna's going to choose to take the big clear once again as both of these teams playing boom ball in the midfield. Bamboo once again sends this ball high. RB going to loop back around, look for a save here. Definitely Anna. A little bit of a double commit on the defensive end of Cheesy Apple Balls. Luckily, both players landed in different locations, so won't impact the rotation too much. Bamboo. A flick over one, but Toucan's there to capitalize. Definitely Anna. Another big clear. Once again, the boom ball starting to play a big effect as both teams continue to duke it out in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, said it well, just boomer ball teams are struggling to get possession. They'd rather just like throw it away instantly and hope for the mistake coming out from either team. As a big dunk coming from Bamboo, can he get the dish as well? Anna with the follow, not enough, but Arby will finish it off, and Cheesy Apple Balls takes the lead here in game one.
And it's been great accuracy from RB thus far into game number one. He's been the striker for Cheesy Apple Balls. He's able to find the holes in the calm and collected defense and punch a hole right into the back of the net. 2 goals for Cheesy Apple Balls, both on the hand of RB. Now for the kickoff, there's the star of the show one more time as Bamboo. He's going to take to the skies. No follow for him just yet. A little bit slow back as definitely Anna. Finding a challenge on the sidewall as well. RB, he's up for another shot. It's to the backboard. Bamboo not going to be able to commit this time around as Tipsy has got the backboard on the lock. Calm and collected. Looking for just about anything here, but Bamboo's all over them. Deso can't get any space, and without much space, those mechanics pretty much useless, aren't they, Minnie?
Yeah, I don't think Deso has really gotten a real opportunity, which kudos for Cheesy Apple Balls for shutting him down every single time. Every opportunity that Deso gets, immediately shut down. Now we see Deso though, going with the basic stuff, off the corner, can get a one-touch mid, but blocked away from RB. That would have been crucial if Deso gets someone mid. Now Toucan is going to do it all by himself. He can't get it around Bamboo. No, he cannot. Anna again, bringing the ball away. Deso tries to apply the pressure, trying to continue something for the offense of Common Collective, but these clears coming out are it's not going to help, and as time ticks down to 11 seconds here, and Cheesy Apple Balls looks like they'll take game one if simply nothing happens here. Toucan though, that's a big clear, but Bamboo is immediately in position, and Cheesy Apple Balls, he should take this game, but this triple from Tipsy might be it. Deso with the doink, but no, not on target. The ball's still up in the air. Deso send this one mid for Tipsy, and Bamboo will shut that one down, but Toucan keeps it up in the sky. Can he get this around its entire net? Yes, he can. Force a follow-up to RB. Popping it high. Tipsy though going for the save, and it will kill him. I wish I predicted that game ending sooner, but hey man, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to Calm and Collected. Definitely did a good job keeping that ball alive towards the tail end of game number one here eventually. Cheesy Apple Balls able to smack it to the ground, and courtesy of a great challenge by RB at the tail end of that pseudo overtime, I should say. As both teams begin to get ready for game number two, Calm and Collected. Still, they've got the strategy. Deso's not able to find the space, but Toucan is, oddly enough. He's been able to make some solid ground plays happen. Tipsy as well has been all over the pitch. If they can find some space for Deso, aka Smash Girl, on your screen, then Calm and Collected might be able to make some magic happen as we begin to get into game number two, Mini.
Yeah, I mean, Calm and Collected, they have Tipsy 5 saves in his name. It still wasn't enough to hold down the offense that is Cheesy Apple Balls. It just looks like they need to help out Tipsy there on the defense, at least a little bit of things. And obviously the offense just seems weak coming out from Calm and Collected. We said it best, Deso's just getting shut down every chance. I mean, the whole team is really, like, you get pop it over one, and you instantly get bumped because the person you pop it over is just bumping you instead of going for the ball. But it's really good from Cheesy Apple Balls. But Calm and Collected, look at the response here in game two.
The response might be taking it its time, but it will come slowly but surely. The Deso 50 doesn't quite go in his favor. Bamboo to take advantage. He's got Anna in the midfield as well, but Anna sends it to the crossbar. Double commit on the side of Calm and Collected. Maybe something Cheesy Apple Balls could capitalize on. But that touch from Bamboo leaves a little bit to be lacking, and eventually the counterattack comes through as Deso slams one into the crossbar. First for Calm and Collected.
Right over Anna as well, the tier 1. She wasn't ready for that one. She saved everything last game, but was not ready for the outplay coming out from Desolation. That's what we wanted to see in game 1, but luckily for Calm and Collected, at least the run is still alive.
Yeah, finally Deso finding a little bit of space there and able to work some of that prime Desolation magic. Now it's Toucan. Sends this one high. Definitely and a little bit of a solid touch there as it goes over to Bamboo. Bamboo, big flick. Only a little bit of boost in the tank means he's going to have to rotate away. In fact, not too much boost on the side of Cheesy Apple Balls whatsoever. Bamboo, he's the only one. He's got half a tank to work with. Toucan. Here's this one over to the corner, but Anna's a present. Ready to take advantage. RB for the shot, and feels like RB just can't miss today, Mini. This man has been everywhere, always in position, and Anna absolutely diming RB up across the goal line. This man goes flying and slams into the back of net. Another for Cheesy Apple Balls. I think all of the goals have been scored by RB, no? On the side of Cheesy Apple Balls?
Yeah, I think he scored all goals. Yeah, all three goals. I think he's got them all. Just kudos to RB showing up huge when it matters most as the tier 3 as well. Common Collected, their defense just does not look the same. Tipsy, I feel like the second he's out of the play, the defense kind of shuts down just a little bit. I mean, if you have a lot of offense, Deza almost creating an opportunity there. That's exactly what they needed, but fortunately doesn't really go in their favor. Toucan, no. The receiving end of this hit, but no one's really... He decided not to go for it, which I don't blame him at all.
Fair enough.
Trying to get the clear, but Bamboo is ready for this one. Takes it to the sky. Can he get a reset here? He does. Can he send this one mid to RB? No, cleared away from Tipsy and Anna. Last bag needs to do everything she can to hold out a little bit longer for his teammates to get back. Dezo sends this one mid, and RB gets back just in time to prevent a counterattack.
And meanwhile, those stats are beginning to come through from game number 1. We've got Tipsy, who's the most percent behind the ball, at 76% having spent behind the ball. The metric for that, by the way, is in between the ball and your own net. On the other hand, we've got... Definitely Anna is the closest to the ball in terms of proximity. 45% of her time is spent close to the ball, which is a ridiculous number, outclassing nearly everyone else on the pitch. For example, the next closest to the ball is Toucan, is sitting at like 35%. Just goes to show you how much possession Anna is looking to play, and they're not finding it yet here in game number 2 as another one getting slammed into the back of the net, courtesy of Tipsy.
Dude, it's just the Tipsy and RB duo, man. It's either Tipsy or it's RB. I don't know what it is. They have something against each other that are making them go absolutely crazy in this series. As Common Collected takes the lead halfway into game 2.
And that's the lead Common Collected have been looking for this whole time. They didn't find it back in game number 1, but now it's finally come to fruition as Tipsy takes to the skies again. A little bit of a tough angle, especially off his first touch. It was a little bit far away from himself, but he makes it happen, especially since Bamboo had committed quite early as the last man. Tipsy sails that one into the back of the net in a third. A totally different Common Collected compared to game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the offense is basically alive. I mean, last game, they were just struggling to find an offense, and now that Commons Collected is alive, now that begs the question with Cheesy Apple Balls, how do they respond with that? They gotta, can't just have Anna always being last bag. You gotta support her on the defense. As well as the offense is a counterattack opportunity for Toucan, but he hits that one wide.
Ooh.
Those 21 schemes against me clearly hasn't shown him enough on how to score those from there. As RB trying to clear it away, as Dezo though takes it to the skies. Didn't get it around RB, no, RB just floats in the air. Dipsy send this one mid for Toucan, but blocked away from Anna and Dezo. Not going for that one. A lot of offense coming up from Comic Collected. Can put this one in.
Hasn't happened yet for Cheesy Apple Balls here as they once again struggle to break out of their own half. Tipsy gonna slam another one in for good measures. Common Collected, they simply cannot be stopped. Tipsy from the corner, no one saw that one coming. RB was a little bit awkward on the near post. He was trying to reposition so that he could face more towards the back post instead, but caught mid-rotation, and Cheesy Apple Balls down by 3. A bit of a mountain to climb here in game 2, and I think it's safe to say that this series is about to break even, Mini.
Yeah, that was a close opportunity coming out from RB, but Dezo is in position for the save and the shove of the counterattack as well. Common Collected, they're looking so alive right now.
Yeah, I mean, they just flicked a switch in between game number 1 and now, because this is not the same team we saw whatsoever. Dezo, he's been on full force. He's not looking for the slow mechanical plays anymore. He's up to take every shot opportunity available. Same with Tipsy. And now, with only a minute on the clock, Cheesy Apple Balls Gonna be trying some new strategies here, see if they can crack any sort of hole, find any sort of kryptonite as we get into game 3 and beyond. Because if Calm and Collected keep this kind of momentum going, then this series is done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of just have to reset, you
Oh,
know.
that's a rule one.
As we got our rule one, I mean, I'm putting my camera on one of these players. I am not gonna, do much. Just Bamboo completely ruins it by winning the 2v2. Cheesy Apple Balls, I mean, they got one for the road. I'll take it, you know. You get 1 goal coming in next game. I have something going with you, you know.
Yeah, but even so, scored during a 2v2, that strategy probably won't help him too much as we get into game 3 and beyond. RB gonna hand this one off to Bamboo. The passing play is at least beginning to develop on the side of Cheesy Apple Balls. And finally, all 3 players getting involved. It's all of a sudden quite winnable, but this kickoff, as I've mentioned before, needs to go in favor of Cheesy Apple Balls here. Would definitely like to see a fake, something along those lines, maybe even a Spanish if they're feeling nice. Unfortunately, I don't think it's the tier 1 going up on the kickoff. It's going to be RB on Tipsy, strongly in favor of Calm and Collected here. Cheesy Apple Balls able to regain possession, but it's only temporary, and they had to keep a more solid possession there if they wanted to walk out with game number 2 mini.
Yeah, but you know what? They got some momentum. They got a 2v2 goal and a 3v3 goal. And now if you're asking me, Cheesy Apple Balls, actually, they might put in a 4th as well. 2 seconds remaining here, we see. And if I'm Calm and Collected, you gotta live up to your name right now because you do not want to choke this lead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, once again, the kickoff is everything. We thought the last kickoff was going to determine the game, but it eventually, or it actually ends up being this one. And of course, it's Tipsy versus RB. And Tipsy just clean wins the kickoff. Calm and Collected holding on to that 1 goal lead. It got a little bit dicey at the end there, Mini. But they come out on top. 1-1.
Yeah, three unresponsive goals, but the fact that they have 5 is the only reason why they got away with it. But yeah, I mean, your Cheesy Apple Balls, you just gotta. Yeah, I saw a couple of midfield passes and just couple of their game plan is just booming the ball every single time they have possession, and it kind of worked that 4th goal. But then I saw a midfield pass for goal number 3 as well. I want to see more of the midfieldness.
100%.
They have that type of capacity to pull that out. They have Bamboo, who's really good, and Anna's supposed to be feeding Bamboo the ball, and Bamboo's supposed to go crazy. That's kind of the way we built this team, and RB obviously just needs to show up when to show up. You know, he's been doing a really solid job being that 3rd man so far in this series. But now we just got to see all of them just click out once for Cheesy Apple Balls to find some success. This is game 3.
Yeah, you mentioned they've definitely had some good passing plays going, and even though it's been a little bit dicey on the end of the defensive end of Cheesy Apple Balls, they've done a good job holding it together for the most part. As RB, his 50 doesn't quite go in his favor, but luckily Anna is there to keep the net alive. Tipsy takes to the skies, gonna be looking for an instant shot on target, almost the goal line dunk, but RB is able to barely clear that one to the corner as Cheesy Apple Balls holding on for dear life. Calm and Collected bearing down, looking like they want to keep all their momentum from game number 2. Cheesy Apple Balls threatening the counterattack, doesn't go anywhere there as both teams once again poking and prodding in the midfield, looking for a foothold.
Yeah, both teams mainly just Calm and Collected as the ball finally gets cleared out from Cheesy Apple Ball's side. It's RB trying to make sure that stays the same, but that whiff from Toucan is definitely going to help them out. But there's a full boost in the tank. Takes it to the skies. He lost control. Though, looking for the pinch, the follow-up, but Anna definitely in position for that one as Toucan trying to clear this one away. Anna pops it up for her teammate Bamboo. Can he strike this one down? Blocked away from Desolation. RB trying to take control, trying to win this 50, but Tipsy just outnumbering these 50s and almost getting the goal, but Anna's in the air for that one. That was definitely an opportunity for both teams. But just no goals to show for them just yet.
Yeah, it feels like Tipsy can't lose a 50 right now. We almost saw the goal line dunk from him pretty early on to game number 3. Yet another massive goal line dunk for this on the side of Tipsy. Now it's going to be Toucan towards the backboard. Goes a little bit farther into the corner than he would have liked, and Deso has no boost to pursue that possession play. Tipsy does though, as he takes to the sky as RB. There to defend it, hand this off to Anna. Anna looking for the counterattack, was maybe looking for the 3rd player of Cheesy Apple Balls to be present, but doesn't find the passing play this time around, and still We break even in game number 3, 0-0.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple of moments where members of Cheesy Apple Balls do have high ping. I think RB just spiked, but it does not matter as Anna from the backboard. I don't know where the hell she came from, dude. But comes across flying across the field, and Anna takes the lead here for her team. Cheesy Apple Balls in the lead.
Yeah, great job to Anna. I mean, she's done a good job displaying some phenomenal speed, capitalizing on the defensive mistakes of Common Collected. But those defensive mistakes haven't happened often. Luckily, when they do, Cheesy Apple Balls is usually there to punish for it. Now it's going to be Toucan, very solid 50 as it slams into the corner, looking for the demo as well. Anna is the only one who's back after the fact. Luckily, she is able to make the stop. Now looking for possession here off the back of a whiff from Tipsy, but Toucan is there to cover the miss. Toucan looking for a possession now, 50% tank. 2 players up on the side of Cheesy Apple Balls. Could be a good opportunity for Common Collected to punish, but that one had to be a little bit closer to target to see anything serious come out of Common Collected.
See the bumps coming out from RB, just trying to alleviate a form of counterattack coming out from Common Collected as they do land. Stezza with possession messes up the musties. All he has left is just an air triple. Gets one defender though, Bamboo committed. But not enough to get the whole team though. None of the team budges. Anna just takes her straight shot towards the net.
My goodness.
Toucan was not ready for that one. And another goal coming out from Cheesy Apple Balls.
Yeah, it was a solid defensive touch from Tipsy as well. Does a great job getting to the corner, but just kudos to Anna there, slamming that one. No one expects that amount of power from the corner. And Anna able to make the impossible possible as Cheesy Apple Balls. 2-goal lead once again as both these teams seem to have swapped sides. Game number 1 is Cheesy Apple Balls taking control. Game number 2 is definitely Common Collected, and looks like game number 3, once again, an entirely different story is Common Collected. A little bit of a hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean, they had so much offense in the first half of the game, and I think the problem is that they just couldn't convert on any of it, and the first goal from Cheesy Apple Balls, like the first shot, was a goal. And quite honestly, if I'm on the side of Common Collected, I will be so tilted and so angry face, like frowning face entirely just because of that happening. But you just gotta keep it going, you know, Common Collected. You just gotta keep the offense. You have the tools to make offense possible for your team. And a fake coming out from Desolation makes the defender look silly as they cut the lead in half.
Yeah, and thank goodness Tipsy was present to slam that one home as Common Collected cut the 2-goal lead in half once again. Well within reach, but it feels like every game that we've seen from these two teams has been within 1 goal. And neither team is really able to break that last goal quite open. We'll see if Common Collected is able to break that streak now as Tipsy. Not enough power on that shot to be quite threatening. Dessa also tries to lob one towards target and a pretty routine save from Anna. Toucan towards the backboard. Bamboo, I thought he had it covered. RB doesn't have it covered either. That's going to be a free shot from Tipsy. But not on target, not enough power. Common Collected, a golden opportunity gone to waste.
Yeah, but they're still getting a lot of offense here. Can I get this and convert this one? No, Bamboo reaches up for that one. Toucan bailing for that one as well as Tipsy. Send this one across the field to Desolation. I mean to Toucan. Toucan wins the 50, but no real follow coming out for him as RB cleared this one away. Dezo takes to the skies. Can he clutch it for his team? He gets the reset, but immediately shut down from Bamboo's. Tipsy tries to keep this one in the air, but that challenge from Bamboo will keep things down. A scary opportunity for Common Collective, but Cheesy Apple Balls, they win from the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, once again, holding on to that 1-goal lead for dear life, much like Common Collected back in game number 2. We saw the crazy comeback from Cheesy Apple Balls where they scored 3 in quick succession and Common Collected were barely holding on. Now it's flipped sides as Cheesy Apple Balls holding on to that 1-goal lead for dear life as we get into game number 4, but all of a sudden, Common Collected is staring down the barrel of a match point.
You know, if the script goes by the script that says, I'm like reading it, so it's a little, it looks like it's a bit of back and forth, you know, Cheesy Apples took game 1, Common Collected responded, Cheesy Apples takes game 3. Common Collected, according to the script, they should respawn in game 4.
Alright, reading the script right now,
yeah.
maybe, okay, let me refresh the script. Yeah, you're right. They come back.
Yeah,
They come
I
back.
just want to make sure that we're both reading the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was reading
okay.
the version from yesterday night, and I had to make sure to update to today. Thankfully, Common Collected should be making a comeback here in game number 4, which is what we like to see as casters. We love to see that game number 5. Let's hope that Common Collected also updated the script to most recent version. Otherwise, Cheesy Apple Balls is gonna wrap this one up. Early into game number 4, both teams are playing quite noticeably much slower compared to the last previous games, looking much more strongly in favor of possession, and not too much boom ball coming out of them as before.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like they're taking a slower approach. Common Collected, I mean, last game we saw guns blazing, Ronald Reagan style, as Toucan almost putting that one on target. Luckily from RB, but Deza with the follow-up. They're just playing slow and collected, which works against a team that could be better than you.
Very interesting, and the stats are also beginning to come out for the last 3 games combined. Tipsy still holding on to that lead of percent most behind the ball, sitting at 77%, an absolute monster number. By and far the most defensive player on the pitch as of right now, at least. On the other side, we've got RB, who's the most ahead of the ball. You can tell that means RB is looking for passes, and Anna has also been looking to try to get that ball into RB's hands as much as possible, because RB has been the main striker for Cheesy Apple Balls, and if they're going to keep relying on that strategy to walk out with this series, then it's a surefire strategy if they can continue to execute on it. Super excited to see what the rest of game number 4 brings, but still, Cheesy Apple Balls trailing by 1.
Time to figure something out on the offensive side of things. Defense should be fine, just obviously just can't leave the last man back for too long, as they took too long to fall back, which required Deza to get that first goal. 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining here as RB tried to start the offense, but Toucan immediately shut it down, but RB will send it right back. Anna help him out. This is across the blue net as Desolation pops it up to the sky, needs to get that touch, and he does. Definitely would have been scary if he did not get that touch. As Anna, last one back. As Ascending tries to keep the pressure going on as Anna on the backboard. Can you get the last touch? No, she can't. Deza on the response. Tries to do everything he can to clear this one away as Bamboo takes it to the sky. Can get the read off the ceiling. Anna's up for this as well. No real follow-up, no touches coming up from Cheesy Apple Balls, and Common Collected on the counter.
So back and forth here in game number 4, and still Cheesy Apple Balls, with all the pressure they've been able to put out, they're still only trailing by 1. Definitely Anna. A big clear, but it's right into the hands of Desolation. Deso, 30 boosts in the tank from the corner. Looking for a follow-up as well, maybe for a bump, but Anna knows better. She knows what to expect. They've been playing together pretty often. It's no small miracle that Cheesy Apple Balls knows how to handle this player.
Ooh.
That's a great 50 though, and you can see RB is advancing, trying to take some control here. Anna as well, capitalizing from the corner. No shot coming out from Cheesy Apple Balls just yet though. Maybe counterattack courtesy of Dessa if he can find this dunk, and find the dunk he does. An absolute slam one into a second goal.
And 1. That's
Holy
all
moly.
I gotta say. Deza get the eligible in Bamboo. The 50 just was not in his favor. The ball immediately 50 towards the net, and I've seen enough of balls getting 50s towards my own net today playing ranked, so I feel the pain from Bamboo. Common Collected, 2-goal lead here, game 4, following the script. You know, nothing got changed just yet. Wasted script is still in motion.
Yeah, good to see they got the latest update here as Cheesy Apple Balls hoping to flip the script. This time around, it's Bamboo. Tight angle shot, but finds his way towards it first. And that's the Bamboo we were all looking for. In fact, all 3 players getting involved. It's Anna over to RB, and then RB back to Bamboo for the shot and the slam dunk for this first. As Cheesy Apple Balls cut this 2-goal lead in half. Still lots of time on the clock to make this 1-goal comeback. And is this one into the back of the net? There's no way.
What? Wait, Toucan, we played 21 games. I don't understand, Toucan. I don't understand. But if you're Anna, you definitely want to take that one. I mean, I'll take it for sure. We have ourselves a tie game here, where you see in the span of 10 seconds.
Oh my
No
goodness,
way.
there's no way. Thankfully,
No.
this one is just barely off target, and Toucan's able to clear it to the corner. And thankfully, Toucan would have been pinching himself if that one went into the back of the net, but it's still not over as RB finds a 50. Bamboo to rotate back, look for another 50. Deso's there faster, thankfully, but it's not going to stop the onslaught that is Bamboo from the corner. He's not able to find the fake, not going to find the 50 on Toucan just yet. It's Toucan, the defensive mastermind for Common Collector right now, keeping them in it. But for how long is Cheesy Apple Balls continue to bear down Mini?
Yeah, and the offense is just like just powerhouse coming out from GT Apple Balls and a shot from Bamboo
My
blocked away
goodness.
from Tipsy. Tipsy, the savior for this Common Collective squad. He's always last one back and he's always getting those saves. See, Dezo up in front of the ball, tries to get a redirect there. It's Toucan. Oh, barely getting that one, getting that save and up. Demo from Anna's not gonna alleviate things as the Anna takes it to the sky. Toucan to the backboard, saves it from there. Bamboo finally clearing this one. Essentially has a back pass towards Anna, but Toucan, there it is, a clear from Comic Collected. As they're looking down they're looking a little shaky here, Wasey. They gotta live up to the names here right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the edge of our seats for this one, and things definitely started to heat up. Cheesy Apple Balls found their way towards the edge of the goal line more often, or so many times in the last couple of seconds. That's a massive dunk by Deso. No follow-up though. Tipsy's up for the shot, and it's just underneath the crossbar with 1 second on the clock. Common Collected seal it away in regulation.
What is Desolation doing there? Oh my god, Desolation has the read. He had everything that Anna was gonna pull off right there in the textbooks. He looked at his notes and Common Collected. They steal game 4 as we head into a 5th game, Wasey.
Oh, also, Mini, I hate to break it to you, you are alone for like a minute.
Oh, Wasey, no!
It's like, I'll be back.
Alright. Oh, I guess it's just me, but yeah, that is quite a pre-jump coming out from Desolation. I mean, he's in the sky, he's literally on the ceiling basically, and he still gets a dunk on Anna, who's never seen that one coming as well. And yeah, game 4, Common Collected, the part of the script was gonna be there. Just, yeah, got the read. It's our game number 5 here. Common Collected looking to I mean, GT Apple Balls are technically undefeated. They're 1-0. But, you know, they want to hand the loss right here, right now. So, you know, Cheesy Apple Balls don't go 2-0 and have that as a flex. It's, you know, that's boring, you know. It's RB starting off the offense on the kickoff. Immediately cleared away by defender. That is Toucan. Gets the 50. He does, but not much out of that one. 50 at all. Tipsy with the follow. Can he send this one across the net? He can't. Gets blocked away from Bamboo. Dezo.
Oh,
Has the boost.
Deso.
Takes it to the wall, but Anna making sure she's the one doing the dunking this time around. But that's a good flick from Toucan. RB getting the clear. Tipsy with the follow-up, but RB again with the save. Desolation trying to get the touch as well, but he's not. He leaves it for his teammate Toucan. But a little confusion in the comms. The idea was there, but the communication wasn't.
Common Collected, once again starting to bear down, is Tipsy from the corner. Can't find it this time around as Bamboo is able to make the stop, but it's Deso. I mean, he's been getting closer and closer to making some real magic happen every time you see him with the possession, but Bamboo, you know, all over him. I feel like it's always Bamboo on Deso, and Bamboo is always there to make the dunk a reality. As time ticking down in game number 5, every second so crucial for each of these two teams.
No!
Oh, that is disaster though. That is just a disaster class of a 50, and you gotta wonder what went wrong here as Deso slams it into the corner, and Anna was trying to get the stop, but that's unfortunate.
She own goal.
I thought it was
must
a
have
50,
slipped
but
20
that was
bucks.
a clean own goal.
Someone slipped their 20 bucks and say, hey man, you should totally throw this game away. But Common Collective, we'll take those, you know.
But
Maybe my prediction is still correct. I'm trying to be correct here. You know, I've been wrong recently, and I'm trying to be correct, Lacey. So I'm kind of glad that this happened.
But still, you gotta be so worried if you're Cheesy Apples here, just knowing that one goal has been what separated both of these teams in the last couple of games. And to lose one goal like that, it's gonna be so dangerous. They can't find the shot here, instead, me Bamboo, another monster dunk from the corner. That's a big whiff, and both these teams just selling their goals. $20 a piece right now, Mini.
I don't understand why they're doing this, man. It was exciting series, and now these whiffs and these own goals. Oh, dude. Making me want to say a Twitch email out loud right now, but I'm not doing that one. Tie game though, game five though, so still exciting series so far. They approach the end of the series as well. 5 games, best of 5, all maxed out games here. RB times clear from his own corners. Tipsy wants to send this to a teammate, Dezo. On the receiving end, tries to fit this one right towards Toucan, but Toucan can't really get the best touch out of that one. Tipsy though will try to help him out. Doesn't get too much out of that one. Grabs the boost though, get some boost stars coming in. RB though on the immediate clear. Tipsy take control. He does get a touch around RB. Can he get around the ball? But the ball slightly went off the wall, completely threw him off. Toucan now trying to look for the redirect. He gets a touch towards the net, but RB good save from him as Tipsy just takes another shot on net. Bamboo is ready for that one, but Toucan almost in position to punish the clear. Now RB, 2 minutes. Send this one right to Bamboo as Tipsy denies the pass coming out from Cheesy Apple Balls. They're looking for each other upfield. Not able to convert it though.
Still, you can tell how tense each of these two teams are getting. They've definitely slowed down the play style, looking to make sure only to send one player up at a time. That's a massive flick on the side of Toucan as he sends this one on target. Anna, looking for the clear, is able to get it to the corner of Bamboo. Not much boost, is forced to jump for this ball early. The 50 does go in his favor, but he's been absolutely bumped out of position. Now Toucan, there's a streak of offense that we've been looking for all series. Haven't really seen him show up on the offensive end of the series just yet, but he's really picking his time to do so. Oh, and it's Deso as he takes to the skies, looking to make some more magic happen. In the past, it's been Bamboo all over Deso, but Bamboo this time around is not able to find the connection.
Deso on the orange corner, trying to send one baby. Goes for the Musty. I feel like if you just play that one simple, he's easily sends that one mid. Doesn't matter now. As Anna with possession, can he get around the defender? Gets it around the one. Desolation, last one back, and he only goes entirely.
My goodness.
What are they doing, Wacy? I don't even think there's only been one legitimate goal so far. And there's 3 goals in total scored.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if you take away the own goals, it's basically 1-0 Cheesy Apples.
You're right.
So let's continue. Let's think of it that way, right? Because this is a disaster class of a game 5 from both of these teams so far. Cheesy Apples, I mean, once again, thanking their lucky stars for that one. They look to hold on for the last minute in game number 5 potentially, unless Calm and Collected are able to force the game 5 overtime golden goal scenario if they are able to do so. But it's not looking likely since Anna lobs another one towards target. A miracle save on the goal line courtesy of Deso. Now looking for a counterattack as well. Bamboo's caught out. He's gonna have to rotate back. RB is also cut out on the near post. But luckily, oh, what a massive pinch and a massive clear for Cheesy Apples.
Yeah, but the immediately doink coming out from Toucan to send the ball right back isn't really gonna help him in his favor. As you are down, you can't get these big boys clears. Toucan, they're looking for the first killer double, but not enough. And 2 big whiffs coming out. Denzel, can you put this one on net? Yes,
there it is.
There it is, as you say it, Wacy, as we have ourselves a tie game with 12 seconds remaining.
I mean, just another big whiff on the backboard, to be honest, from Cheesy Apples. Calm and Collected, more than happy to sweep that one under the rug for the equalizer. And barring a miracle kickoff, we're looking set towards an overtime here. Anna does come out clean with possession, chooses to send to the backboard. Toucan is incredibly awkward, but is able to make the touch just before the oncoming Calm and Collected opposition is able to. We're looking towards an overtime here, I want to say, as this one hasn't touched the ground just yet, but is likely to do so in the next couple of seconds.
Ball just refusing to touch the ground, and Toucan finally says, I'll do it myself. Game 5 overtime, Wacy. What more can we ask for a series like this? Anna, last one back. Gets the immediately save. Dezo's so up for this one already. He's looking for a dunk, and he does, but it's not on target. Common Collective starting off strong on this overtime.
Yeah, another magic happening from the side of Comic. This one's slightly off target though. Luckily, Dessa is able to make the stop anyways. Another shot. Oh, that's a pass actually, but Anna, he's not able to make the connection. Now Dessa, a lot of space to work with. You can see RB lurking in the midfield. Is able to place the challenge correctly, but ends up right into the hands of Tipsy. Common Collected looking to play the possession game, but they're not able to hold on for very long. Luckily for them, neither are the Cheesy Apples.
Yeah, no, struggling for possession. I mean, they have the possession, it's just they're not really doing too much with it. Common Collective, though, with an opportunity, does it with a big dunk. Bamboo in the orange corner, try to get around Tipsy, but Tipsy actually wins 50. Anna last back, she has a possession. Toucan, though, tries to challenge her, but immediately loses to 50, and big whiffs coming in the midfield with Tipsy now on the possession side of things. Bamboo immediately with the dunk, looking for the double touch, but he does not find the angle for Anna quickly for this one. Tries to get around Desolation, but Desolation stays calm and collected. Gets it around one. Can he get it around the second one? That is Bamboo. He does. Right source a shot, but Tipsy blocked away from Anna. The defense of Cheesy Apple stays. Hold on just tight here, Wasey.
And it must be so difficult for these two teams to keep calm in this situation. I mean, there's a fair amount on the line in terms of the positions, especially since Common Collected still looking to establish their first run at a top 4 position in this season. Cheesy Apple Balls could say the same as Tipsy, another one towards target. Desso looks to take this one to the sidewall. He's got a full boost to work with, one flip reset, doesn't choose to go for the next, he's looking for the dunk instead. He's been thriving off the air dribble dunks, but doesn't find one this time around as Cheesy Apple Balls find the clear.
Yeah, they've just been stuck on offense the whole time. Awkward all around as well, but they finally break out and almost getting a goal out of it, but Tipsy, the defender for this team again. Always see him the last one back when it comes to matter, and Dezo looking for the double touch. He does get it, but not on target. Tipsy though with the follow, goes for the shot. Where's the follow? Hits the post. The follow from Toucan. Hits the crossbar again, and Tipsy tries to do it himself. Tries to get the dunk, but blocked away from Anna. So you gotta be kidding me, Wasey. There's Sally, is RB. Last one back is another save. Tipsy tries to do himself to Toucan for the finish, and there it is. Common Collected will take him in a 2 minutes and 33-second overtime.
I mean, that's redemption for Toucan there. If they lost that overtime, you know he would have been kicking himself for missing that first initial open net. Luckily, Toucan finds his way back around for it. I think that was his first goal this whole series too. I want to say as Common Collected. Take it in 5. I may have to skip the interview here because it's already 8:46, chat. Yeah, we may have to skip the interview. Unfortunately, I think we gotta go right on to next, because I kind of need time to set up as well. Alright, well, we'll pretend that we all said hi to Common Collected and they had their good time. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to... I'm gonna take a quick break, Mini, and we'll get right on to our next series. Alright, chat. Talk to you guys in a few minutes.
Cause we won't be back again. Say goodbye, oh we're leaving now. Look up, we can have some hope again. We'll get out of here, just hold on, hold on. 'cause we won't be back again. Say goodbye, oh we're leaving now. Look up, we can have some hope again. We'll get out of here, just hold on, hold on.
I've been waiting for the world to spin my way. I've been waiting for a glance at the sun. And I've been waiting for the world to spin my way. I've been waiting for a chance, and I think it's finally come. 'Cause after all, I don't care what they do, and I don't care what they know, and I don't care what they say about me now. 'Cause no one can touch me now. I'm just flying by. Yeah, I'm just flying by away from them, and no one can see me now. I'm miles above you, don't care what they're seeing below, 'cause I'm miles above. I'm miles above you. Miles above you.
Sweet. Apologies for the delay. I got back a couple minutes later than I anticipated. We do have our next game lined up though. I believe that's Calm and Collected versus Cosmonauts. Speaking of Cosmonauts, haven't really seen them yet, have we, man? I think this is their first time on stream.
I think so too. Yeah, I think this is the first time we've seen these guys on the stream. It's very exciting to see Luma on the field. Luma is on the field. I don't know, man. I'm not going my hands on these just for Luma though. That's just me
Aren't
though.
we
That's
all?
just me.
Aren't we all? That's okay. Well, anyways, I went ahead and could put that prediction up. I apologize once again for getting back kind of late, but you can still predict just before that first goal is scored. I see a bunch of channel points being put on the line, so looking forward to see the rest of this game. Both these teams are beginning to ready up here. I know Toucan giving me the thumbs up. Still waiting on the thumbs up from the Cosmonauts, though. And my initial prediction, I think, is going to go in favor... Oh, I don't know. This is so tough. We can actually look at the standings for this one. Common Collective,
this
they
is
just
so
walked out
free.
with a win for 3-2. Cosmonauts sitting 1-1 right now. How is this free by any means? What? It's Terminator.
So
It's Terminator.
free. But it's so free, dude. Like, you look at Cosmonauts, they look so stacked, bro. You have Terminator's on 60 hertz. That's Comic Collecting 4.
Oh, unlucky, really. I feel like there could be a solid case to be had for Cosmonauts here. I've got Cosmonauts in 5, to be honest. Alright, anyways, I think both teams seem to be ready to go. We're gonna get right into it here for game number 1. Common Collected versus Cosmonauts. We just saw Common Collected walk out with a dub pretty early, or actually not too long ago. We saw them take out the win against Cheesy Apples. And now, as we get here into our first game, don't mind the overlay as it resets for our next game of the day.
Here we go, game 1, Common Collective versus Cosmonauts. As we said before, Cosmonauts' first time on stream. Terminator denying the dribble coming up for Toucan. Tries to get the follow-up as well. He does get the follow-up. Xiphon getting a big whiff in the midfield. A demo's coming up from Toucan, and the first blood goes right to Common Collective. Toucan, he wasn't really... We haven't really seen him as much on the field last series, but now he's like, I'm here, let me chase.
Yeah, I mean, he took the term first blood quite literally, absolutely deleting Luma off the pitch. Finds his way towards our first. We saw him wake up on the offensive end of the pitch at the tail end of the last series that Common Collected played. But we've also seen both of these other two Common Collected players in Tipsy and Deso, especially Deso. He's been loving those air dribble dunks, especially on the goal line. He's been looking for them whenever possible. And he's come out with a few very solid dunks. Tipsy as well, he's been putting on some crazy shots. Dessa, he's gonna wish he put that one on target though.
It was definitely a good angle for him. I don't blame him for missing that one. Midfield is struggling for Cosmonauts. They're trying to do their best to get some offense going, but they've been stuck in their half for quite some time. Luma now with a clear, and I think I realized something. I think they're all using the Interstellar decal or some Florida Constella decal. Cosmonauts. Yeah, Term's using Constella. Xiphon's also using it. They all have the same car and the same decal.
Well, it makes sense. The Cosmonauts, no? They all got the Constellation decal. I appreciate the what's it called? The cohesion, I think, is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, but then you have people like Toucan that can just burn down your entire defense and give themselves a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, he feel like he's been looking for the ground plays more often than any other series that we have seen Common Collective play. And it's going to be 2 ground plays, 2 goals on the side of Toucan, who still named himself Bird Eat Bunny as a courtesy to last game. Now, it's going to be Cosmonauts for 30 boosts in the tank for Luma. He's able to get around 1, but somehow he's not able to get it around Toucan. I feel like it's Toucan, this is his game right now. He's feeling it more so than ever.
Yeah, and these demos coming out from Comic Collectors making it a bit of a hassle for Cosmonauts to get something going. Like, literally anything to get something going. Terminator tries to get around Toucan, but Toucan is just... He's just being a nuisance on the side of Cosmonauts. Tipsy takes it away from him, though, to the back wall. Desolation for the follow-up. Blocked away from Luminosity Gaming. Terminator clears that one away, but right back to Toucan. Double commitment coming out from Cosmonauts. Toucan with the follow-up as well, but the defense for Cosmonauts is still holding strong. Way C, but they're still down by 2.
Yeah, Cosmonaut struggling a little bit here. Haven't seen too much out of Terminator. He's going to be the main driving force of the offensive end of Cosmonauts. And what is that? I see it's Terminator. When did he relinquish himself of the Batmobile? I just noticed that he's sitting himself nice and pretty in an octane.
What? And there's no defense from Common Collected. Like, the ball went to the backboard and Toucan and Dezo, communication error. And Zyphon is the one to punish them for it. Cosmonauts, they run away with a goal here, but they're still down by 1.
Yeah, and they're going to be thanking their lucky stars for that one, but great plays all around from Cosmonauts, able to punch a hole in that backboard. Zyphon trying to threaten another one on target. That 50 goes strongly in favor of Toucan. In fact, it's just Luma who's back, who opts to take the clear with that much boost in the tank. That was about the only decision he could have made in that position. Now Terminator, not going to get too far. He was looking for a bump on the way out, comes up empty, and oh wait, Dessa, does he have a flip? I don't believe he does. He was looking for, it's called a Muri Pop, I believe, that particular move, but I don't think he came out with a flip that time around.
Dezo's like, I don't know any like streamer moves, and he knows like literally everything else. Just kind of weird. I don't know, man. But yeah, almost had an opportunity there for Desolation, but unfortunately he doesn't know how to clip on people just yet. He's still working on it. Tipsy though, with the back pass to Toucan. Gets the pop, can get the follow-up as well. No, Luma immediately denies any form of follow-up as Dezo against his former teammate Terminator. Doesn't win the 50, but he still has possession. Luma hang this one away. Luma takes it to the sky. He gets the reset. That Toucan though with the pre-jumps already in the air. Denies the shot from Luminosity. Now turn with the back. The cut. It's Tipsy though. Cleared it away immediately. Luma now denying the pressure coming out from Common Collected. Toucan last back, getting the save that he needs to get. Toucan with the follow-up as well. Gets it around another attacker. As a little bit of ping pong action happening in midfield, and Terminator still has possession after all of that we see.
Super back and forth here for game number 1. Ali is Tipsy. He's going to be looking for the 50, doesn't find it though. Now, oh my goodness, big misses all around. It's Terminator on Dessa. Terminator finds the block, but it's not enough to stop the onslaught that is Common Collected as Tipsy finds himself an open net off the back of a great 50 from Dessa. And a third for Common Collected, and with only 30 seconds left in game number 1. I've said it more than a few times, I feel like, over the course of this past TRL season, but that one, nail in the coffin.
No, this was gonna be the nail in the coffin from Tipsy right here.
Oh.
Never mind. Blocked away from none other than Zyphon. But Toucan now, you just really want to make sure this game is done. He got the reset out of that? That's the, Toucan, he's always going for the resets, right? But he never gets it, even if the ball, like, seemingly looks like he hits all wheels. But then he gets a reset out of that? I don't know, man. He must be fuming. He must be questioning Rocket League at this point. But Common Collected, they will take game 1 here, though, AC.
Yeah, I mean, and no small kudos to Toucan here, who's just directly responsible for 2 of the goals coming out from Common Collected, both 2 ground plays, and then it was Tipsy who walked in the third. But still, can't deny that the majority of the offensive pressure, at least in game number 1, is coming out of Toucan, and that's a good look to see if you're Common Collected. You got someone who's usually on the defense, usually the third man back, alongside with Tipsy, who's also generally a pretty passive player, while you have Dessa looking to make that offensive start a reality. But it's a totally different story this time, and I kind of like to see this side of Common Collected.
That's exactly what you want to see from them as well. Like you said, Toucan and Tipsy, usually they kind of like flip-flop like the quote-unquote tier 1 role for the team, where it's like you want to be like everywhere on the field, but not everywhere on the field. And they're doing a great job. Toucan and Tipsy, good on the defense, but on the offense, they finally show up. And the missing piece from last series, Common Collected, was Toucan just not being able to find his offensive form. But this series is completely different. As he's MVP top of the leaderboard. I think it's the first time I've seen him topping a leaderboard since he's been on streams. And Cosmonauts looking to find a rhythm here, Wacy.
Yeah, let's see if we find it, or let's see if they find it here as we begin to get into game number 2, Cosmonauts, having trailed by 2 the better part of game, or sorry, the last part of game number 1. Oh, already the smack talk from Toucan. I mean, you knew Toucan was going to be smack talking Luma throughout the course of the series, but this early, and now you know Luma is going to be using that as fuel to add to his fight as they look to make the comeback. It's going to be, I believe, Tipsy taking to the skies. Doesn't find anything this time around. Now it's going to be Toucan, Tipsy in his sights. Tipsy from the corner. 50 goes strongly in favor of Luma, but oddly enough, Tipsy choosing not to push this ball. He knows that Xiphon is going to be out for it quite early as Cosmonauts looking to bring some early pain.
Cosmonauts are surprisingly winning the midfield as that was the main struggle last game, so it's a good adjustment they made on them. Xiphon takes it to the sky, Terminator to help him out, but it doesn't really... That just turns out to be a double commitment immediately afterwards. Luma's trying to apply the pressure, keep it in, but immediately cleared away from Tipsy. Terminator in the midfield, do everything he can, but he backs out. Smart on him, he has no boost. That ball is so dead, there's no reason to follow. Luma takes it to the sky, send this one mid for Terminator, but Terminator is patiently waiting for a chance, an opportunity to destroy, but that opportunity never came. But this dunk might help him. Pushes one forward, Dezo pinching it away though, and immediately demoed as well. Term, but not be able to see. Not really gonna see too much offense for Cosmonauts, and I feel like they're just taking turns. Whoever goes for the ball, I feel like we see.
Yeah, but the strategy does seem to be working out here, but all said and done, still 0-0 here in game number 2 as Terminator going to walk out with a demo. It's not going to stop the onslaught. That's Deso as he hella resets to the backboard. The 50 goes wide to Luma, tries to find the clear. Without much power on it, it rolls gently into the midfield and allows Toucan a very solid ground possession. Wait. Oh, I thought Toucan was going to try to take it to the wall for its first time. We would have seen aerial Toucan, but simply was not meant to be as Toucan hands it off to Tipsy. Tipsy finds his way towards Deso, and Deso to the back of the net.
I think Luma last back, yeah, he had no time to react on that shot. I felt that he had the read as well, but apparently not. Calm and collected, strike first in game 2 off of a mistouch from Terminator. Kind of bite him a little bit, but hey man, he's not on full form. He's on vacation right now for some reason. He's choosing life over TRL, which is completely terrible, but hey, he's still here.
Yeah, now Cosmonauts gonna have to struggle as a result of it. Luma finds his way towards a clear, but not going to get past Deso. Deso 70 boost in the tank, but actually it's going to be Toucan as there. Deso chooses to take the cut all the way back around. Not gonna get it past Luma though, but feels like Cosmonauts are struggling to keep a hold of boost. Whenever they have possession, feels like their tanks are just empty. Luma, he's gonna find himself a possession here, or at least a 50, but no, chooses to rotate away. Terminator, first possession he's had where he's had much boost to work with, but it's been instantly denied as Calm and Collected all over every single play that Cosmonauts make.
Yeah, but an immediate shot from a clear of Terminator. That's what I want to see from him too. Just shooting it, especially when there's a double commitment like that. Like that's exactly what I want to see from all tier 1s. We see Anna's done it from that same side as well, but now Terminator doing it here for his team as the game is now tied up 1 apiece. 2 minutes remaining here.
Finally, the equalizer we were looking for from the Cosmonauts. That's another double commit though on the side of Lumen Xiphon. It's not going to punish, or not going to get punished too much though, as Tipsy takes to the sky as Terminator's up early. It's quite awkward though when Tipsy has managed to clear the ball, question mark? How on earth did he find that angle? I mean, is it even safe to call it an angle? It wasn't even close to target. What happened?
Bro hit it at -%, negative degrees. I mean, like, how do you do that? That's impressive. That's more impressive than shooting, honestly.
Real.
Cosmonauts, though, thanking the stars in the sky for that one. There's just no way, man, that they got away with that one.
Yeah, I mean, the stars must be aligned with them, given their name, Cosmonauts. Well, stars not aligned so much on that touch as Xiphon comes up empty. He is going to be able to find the 100 boost though, and now he's the only player out of these 3 players in Cosmonauts who's got much boost in the tank to work with. He's going to use a fair amount to try to get this ball to the corner. Terminator as well, trying to hand it off to Xiphon, but Tipsy's there to cover the pass. Does find a shot as well. Luma is able to deny it. Now Terminator, not too much boost, is trying to take a 50, but Toucan up quicker. He's got a net to work with if he can find the angle. He comes up empty, tipsy as well. Forced to take only a 50. Calm and collected. So many opportunities, still just inches away from finding a second.
That was definitely one of the opportunities, but Terminator somehow gets back out of all of that. He was the one that got credit for the save, by the way, not Luma, which is really surprising considering he was the one coming from the back. And Dezo with no boost, so he really wished he had boost for that one. It's Luma. They're gonna save, but it was a double whiff from Cosmonauts. Luma and Zyphon not finding contact on the ball, and calm and collected. They just get a goal by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a heartbreaking moment for Cosmonauts here as they let that one slip, and with only 17 seconds on the clock, this kickoff had to go in favor of Cosmonauts here. They had the bounce, but Terminator chose not to go up for it. He does choose to take to the skies now, opts to take a 50, but Toucan doesn't let him have it. Zyphon goes up early as well, used a lot of his resources to try to make that 50 a reality, and eventually this ball touches the ground, and just like that, Cosmonauts, a seemingly very winnable game, just absolutely slipped out of their grasp.
The tools are there, Wasey. The tools are so there, and Cosmonauts are requesting a server change.
It's fine.
So sad.
Don't let them have it.
Do we want them? What if I don't want them having a server change?
What? What's
Like,
that?
what if I just want them to lose? Because I want to be right.
Wait, Mini, hear me out. We ditch casting 3's 20-second chance.
Wait, I'm so down. I'm so down. Dude.
Unlucky.
The stream is just us running the 3's turning, man.
Dude, that could be pretty fire. Could be down for that.
We'll be so
Could get myself a white title finally after getting so close last time.
You were like one goal away of getting a white title?
Yeah.
Can't believe it. That would have been so funny though.
Instead, we're stuck here watching 6 shit players attempt to miss the ball on the field and still...
I know! This is not like, you say that, but it's like... You're so right, Wasey! Honestly, you go in there, you make it 7.
What's up?
Honestly, you go on the field, you make it 7 players.
Real. Honestly, maybe then the game would be more winnable for Cosmonauts. Maybe they wouldn't have some blatantly unfortunate, well, I don't even know how to say it. The whiffs from Cosmonauts are, quite frankly, to say the least, unforgivable. To let a game slip like that is, I mean, that's gotta be heartbreaking for them mentally as well as, yeah, just being able to hold on now. It's gonna be a battle of a mental test for the Cosmonauts here. 4 minutes on the clock to make a difference. Will they be able to?
Yeah, I do want to point out though, that server change actually helped Cosmonauts ping-wise. Like, I know you probably can't see because you're streaming, but Zyphon and Luma were above 80 ping, and now it's just Zyphon. So the server change worked. It actually worked. Psyonix is listening to us, man. They listen. They listen. We see.
I'm going to flash the ping really quickly for the stream. You're right. It's only Zyphon 80 ping plus Terminator and Luma hovering at a nice and pretty 60. A good look for the Cosmonauts here. If they can use that ping to their advantage, then we could be looking at a totally different game number 3. It's Luma takes advantage, 30 boost in the tank. Hands this one off to Terminator. Terminator sends it flying into the backboard. Tipsy is there to cover the backboard shot though. Deso, taking his time, is able to get it over Zyphon. Now looking for a dunk in the midfield. He's been loving those dunks. He's not going to find it this time around though. And thankfully for the Cosmonauts. Otherwise that dunk would have been a disaster for them. Still not going to stop Calm and Collector from bearing down his Cosmonauts looking for the counter.
Just so weird seeing how Calm and Collected are approaching this series than the last one.
Ooh.
As Luma comes out of nowhere from the other side of the ball of Tipsy's POV. And Cosmonauts, they strike first, Wasey.
Yeah, unfortunately, you could tell it was over as soon as you saw the Calm Collected double commit to defend the first ball onto the backboard. Neither of them get a really satisfactory touch, and it just drops directly down. Thankfully, Luma going to be there present to find the first goal for the Cosmonauts, but Calm and Collected, they've been known to make these one-goal comebacks more time than not. That's going to be Deso. Redirects this one very close to target. Not quite on just yet, though. And a big clear coming out from Terminator as well. He sends this one towards the corner. Follow-up from Deso is able to deny it. Zyphon comes up empty. And that buys a lot of space for Calm and Collected here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Calm and Collected. They're playing this series completely different than the last. We saw in the first series they were going in like just full sending, but it looks like the pace of the opposing team just not match their speed, and they're trying to play like that. I feel like if they just sped it up, because like we saw Tugan coming in crazy in the game 1, but over time, like the players in Calm and Collected, they just slowed down a little bit. And Cosmonauts, I mean, if you're Cosmonaut, that's exactly what you want, because I feel like speed might be an issue for this squad.
Yeah, and speaking of speed, we can actually start to take a look at some speed stats. Give me a second or two to pull them up. But over the course of the last game, we've seen the fastest player on the pitch is actually Zyphon. Oddly enough, he's been driving around the fastest, and take that as what you will. Terminator is finding himself as the fastest average speed though, which is to be expected. And on the meantime, we've got Toucan, who's spending the most time supersonic. It also couples along with Toucan, who's also been using the most boost as far as I can tell. But there's a couple different contenders for that. It's a pretty fast-paced game all around from both sides of the pitch. But Calm and Collected still trying to find the rhythm here in game number 3.
They have so many opportunities, and there it
Holy
is.
moly.
They finally get one down out of a good pass coming out from Dezo. Hits it right towards the ceiling off of 50 of Luma. Tipsy, obviously, so ready for that one. He saw that one coming as Calm and Collected. They tie up the game here in game 3. Cosmonauts, obviously, they don't want this happening because they got a reverse sweep to pull out, and I don't think we've seen a reverse sweep yet. We've seen this the whole league.
Yeah, not quite. Cosmonauts, they found the equalizer, and compared to last games, you can tell they're doing a good job keeping the ball closer to them. Luma and Zyphon in particular have set the stat line for the players who keep the ball closest to each other, or closer to themselves I should say. Now Deso, you can't find the 50 in the corner. That's a rather unfortunate backflip from Tipsy, which finds a lot of space for Cosmonauts to work with. As now Luma rotates in, trying to find a 50 on the backboard. There's a shot maybe from Terminator to the backboard one more time as Cosmonauts peppering this backboard over and over, but to no avail.
Zyphon spiked this one to the backboard. Can Terminator get the follow-up, but he doesn't get the read. That would have been crucial if he would have gotten that one, but unfortunately does not go into favor of Cosmonauts, and time winding down. Luma, no boost, can't send this one mid. Tipsy with the big clear. That might be enough to send this one into an overtime, but Dezos has other words to say. Is little passing play coming out for Calm and Collected, but the ball drops, and we have overtime, game 3.
And it's going to be so difficult for the Cosmonauts here to hold on. Just keeping themselves calm is going to be a little difficult for them here, knowing that one slip up could be the end of their series. Could be a 3-0 for the Calm and Collected team. They're going to be doing everything in their power to prevent that though, as Terminator going to rush the challenge in order to prevent Toucan from finding any space. Tipsy looking for the double psycho thing, comes up empty though. Toucan, that's a free possession in the corner, as Terminator and Zyphon taking their time to place the challenge. And thankfully Deso was there to cover, a little bit dicey. Double commit as well on the side of Cosmonauts. That's going to be a free clear on the side of Calm and Collected.
No, but that's a miss touch from Terminator. He rushes back in time. He gets it. Oh, definitely scary from Cosmonauts, but they are still in the series. They finally slowed down in midfield. Terminator trying to push this one forward with not the greatest touch you can ever ask for. There's Zyphon waiting for the on the wall. Tipsy beats him to it. Terminator it's up for this one. Can't get the double off the corner. He can't find the angles. Toucan just launches with it right to Dezo, but Dezo does not turn on it. Definitely could have been an opportunity for Calm and Collected. Zyphon sends this one back to his teammate. That is Luma tries to clear, but Dezo already on top of it. You sent this one mid. He should have left it for his teammate. I feel like they had a better possession, but never mind that. Toucan now on the clear. It's clear, but he doesn't. Not in his favor. Tipsy just sends this one right towards the net to the backboard. Zyphon reaches it. Can he get another one as well? Yes, he can. Gets it around Toucan. And it's a barrage of offense here. Wait, see, it's Calm and Collected. They can't find a goal.
Yeah, not just yet, but It's getting real close here for Calm and Collected as they keep bearing down on the offense. Toucan takes to the skies. He does his best to try to get this one at least towards target, but unfortunately, given the time he went up, he was only able to smack it to the side. It's Deso. Not gonna go for the follow-up, instead hand it off to Tipsy, who goes for a 50 against Luma, and it's just chaos inside the corner of Cosmonauts here as they break themselves out alive. But still, Toucan's all over it, threatening the double tap, and no, Xiphon is able to cover it. Besides, it was a little bit too flush against the wall to do anything serious. Tipsy's looking for a 50 here. It's a bit awkward. Toucan's also going to commit, and that means Terminator, it's a 1v1 prime position, but he's not able to find the flank nor the control. Cosmonaut's going to have to let that one go.
And Dezo almost getting that pinch around the last defender that is Luma. Definitely could have been a problem, but luckily for Cosmonauts, not straight on target. I see an opportunity for Toucan, go for the shot, but Xiphon last bag gets the save. Can he get this clear as well? No, it's weak. Tipsy now on the air. Can he get it around Term? Yes, he can. Can he find a double touch as well? Gets it around Luma. Xiphon last one back, and he gets beaten by Dezo. Not Dezo, Toucan. And Calm and Collected from a 3-2 to a 3-0. They're looking calm and collected.
Yeah, I mean, it was Toucan from the start, and it's Toucan to finish it off here in the series. Calm and Collected. The clean sweep over Cosmonauts, and we thought Cosmonauts were definitely going to be putting up a little bit more of a fight, which is unfortunate. Like we mentioned earlier, it is Terminator on 60 Hz, so there is that to be said, for sure, but kudos to the Calm and Collected, especially Toucan, for popping off crazy this series, coming out with a 3-0. And with that in mind, I think go have a word with them.
I think we can get those interview now.
Yeah, we can finally get that interview because we missed them last series anyways. Yo, joining us is Calm and Collected. That's Deso, Tipsy, Toucan. Congrats on the 2 wins in the night. Sorry I didn't get to interview you guys earlier, but I guess now this interview can cover for both. How's it going, guys?
It's going. It's going.
It's okay. It was a little rough, both of them, but it was enough.
A little rough. I mean, what was rough about that second series? I mean, Toucan was cooking. You guys finished off with a sweep. Do you guys expect the sweep, by the way?
Nah, I was actually expecting this to be one of the tougher series. Got a lot of respect for Term, and he makes everything right. So, just was a tough night for them, I guess. But I'm sure they'll bounce back. That's a strong team right there on a good day.
Yeah, definitely gotta agree. And we can actually go back and talk about the first series. That one actually went to 5. It was Cheesy Apple Balls, Game 5 overtime. Looking back on the overtime, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys able to hold up underneath the pressure in a pretty tense game number 5 overtime?
I guess you can say we stayed calm and collected.
Yeah,
It was a bit jank with the own goals, but...
A little jank, he says. Just ever so slightly jank, Mini. Just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, there was like 3 own goals, or like 2 own goals that match. It was pretty funny, to say the least. We enjoyed it on the desk. I think my next question goes out to you guys. You guys have managed to secure a pretty good spot in terms of the leaderboard, coming at 4-2. Oh my god, my ears. Yeah, 4-2. I think that firmly puts you into the top 4, along with the likes of 2 Goals, 1 Cup, and Luma Fan Club. Both teams that I believe you have yet to face, if I'm not mistaken.
That's actually the 2 teams that beat us.
Oh, you guys already finished them. Okay. So that being said, since you've already played the other 2 top teams, you guys are coming in right now sitting at a 3rd or 4th seed. What are the plans for the rest of the season to hold on to this top 4 spot?
Yeah, Tipsy got this one.
That's all Tipsy.
No,
I
no.
believe in Tipsy.
I think we just gotta improve, just do our thing.
Bold
That's how we keep our
words,
spot.
bold words. They're peaking right now, and they still say they have to improve. I appreciate the humbleness. That's something Toucan could never say.
For sure.
Real.
My last question is going to go out to Toucan. I mean, I feel like you're playing way different in the series compared to any time we've ever seen you play. Definitely going for a lot more offensive attempts. The ground plays were definitely coming in towards game number 1 and game number 3 as well, I want to say. But did that happen by chance, or was there a little bit of planning going behind that?
I just know I rinse Term in 1v1s, and I rinse Luma in 1v1s, and Xiphon is a spectator, so I was just figured
Aw.
that I could just kind of drive around the field with the ball in my car and not really not really have anyone standing in my way, you know.
Basically, he's just better, you know? That's what he's saying.
It's just a 1v1 diff. They're good in 3s, but in 1v1s they leave a little to be desired. So tried to turn into a 1v1 match, you know.
Yeah, I mean, kudos. He definitely did a good job at finding those isolated opportunities, and even when he didn't, he still did a good job absolutely dicing up the midfield whenever possible. I think that's going to be all my questions. Minnie, anything for the boys?
Nah.
Nah,
Damn, Minnie's sleepy.
he is sleepy.
Hey,
You used all your energy casting my other series when you're roasting me the whole time, dude.
Real, too real.
No, I
We
wanted
didn't even
to be
roast you this time, Dessa. We were actually
No,
nice
I
about you this
didn't.
time. We were happy with all your dribble dunks. So we kept complimenting you.
I saw Leia on the chat, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna be nice because she called me out on being mean, and you know, I'm not trying to make some enemies. You know, I'm trying to make some friends. I have
Fair enough.
Facts.
GG's Common Collected. Looking forward to see some more games on the pitch, especially since you guys have gone up against the other two hardest teams in the league. Hopefully you guys are able to put up some more dubs in the future. See you guys soon.
Thank you.
See you,
We'll
man.
see. Thank you for the stream.
As always. Cool. That's gonna wrap it up. I believe that was Common Collected coming in hot at 2 wins tonight. One against Cheesy Apples a little bit earlier, and finally gonna sweep the Cosmonauts. And we can go ahead and finish that. Oh, I already finished that prediction. So, Mini. This team has made their way into the top 3. We had them undeniably finishing in at a 1st or 2nd seed, and it looks like they're beginning to prove us right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously just a bumpy start, which is expected for, you know, these type of teams, but not from Comic Collected, but now it's like, they just gotta stay in that, you know, like, keep getting the wins, keep looking good in form. I mean, we saw Toucan finally showing up alive, which is really nice to see if you're Comic
Yeah, for real.
Collected. Like, I feel like, because Toucan, his mental could be, like, so janked that he just can't, like, do what he wants to pull off. And I think he just needs his confidence, because he felt pretty confident in this series, as we heard in the interview. He was like, oh, I gapped them in 1, so I can easily, like, pull it out in these, like, 1v1 scenarios. But he just needs to keep that confidence going for the other, like teams that he goes against. And I feel like Comic Collected, if he's popping off, then that team is pretty much unstoppable. Like, you can see Dedzo popping off, Tipsy popping off, but I feel like if Toucan's the one popping off, you can't beat that team.
Yeah, I've got to agree, and with that in mind, I think we're going to go ahead and end this stream here. I want to thank you guys for all coming out and watching with me, as well as give my obligatory shout out to all of our supporters, especially in the Twitch chat we've had. And on Brightside recently have been absolutely showering us with subs, and those subs go directly to our prize pool. If you're interested in the prize pool or want to contribute to them, shoot me a DM on Discord on Waycey, that's WAYCEY. If you're interested about the prize pool, go ahead and shoot me a DM there. In the meantime, I've also got to thank all of our server boosters, Arav, Anna, Domo, Fernando, Greensleeves, Hotshot, Deso, Luma, and Minnie. Thank you guys all so much. Especially you, Minnie. You're the best, man.
No, wait, you see, that's you! You're
Aw,
the best.
thanks, man. Aw, shucks, making me blush. And thank you guys all so
right
much.
now.
Thank you guys, everyone, for coming out and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed just as much as I did. That's my co-caster, Minnie, along with me, Waycey. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Years are passing by and all I think about is when we were in school. Flipping off police, drinking beers underage in a swimming pool. But times have changed and we're old now. I think our heat's getting cold now. And now I'm just in love with your cold shoulder.
Cause we fight and then we make love. We break up and then we 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us. can't fall asleep without you by my side, but when you're here I'm all cold. Yeah, we got something special, but I cannot be the main act in a bi-role. Tell me what you gonna do when they catch us, when they pull out big guns and they blast us. The final end to our mad love. Cause we fight and then we make love. We break up and then we 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck, nobody can change us. When we dance and then we fall hit the speed and then we slow down. 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck, nobody can change us. Love it when we hate fuck, nobody can change us. Love it when we hate fuck, nobody can change us. Cause we fight and then we make love. We break up and then we 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck, nobody can change us. When we dance and then we fall hit the speed and then we slow down. 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck, nobody can change us.